What is up, everybody? Sveinson here, back with another MLB 9 innings video. Today we're taking the Nolan Ryan that I pulled, my legend, and we are going to take him 2 diamond. He's gold right now. We're going to take him 2 diamond. We are going to get him black diamond. We're going to get him skills. We're going to get him trained, and we're going to get him in the rotation. That's our plan for the day. And along the way, every step, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, my thought process behind it, so that you can go ahead and you can make your legend one of the best players on your team. These cards have the potential. I'm going to teach you how to unlock it. So stick around. Let's get started. So before you GI a legend, you have the option to train them up to level 17. If you want to try to save some coins, all your upgrades are much, much cheaper at silver or gold than they are at diamond. So if you're strapped for coins, it may be a good idea for you to wait to GI until you have a final train on your legend. This is a lot easier on batters, where really the only special training you have to try to hit is barrel it up. That way you can aim for 12 or less to the right, especially if you're training at silver. 12 or less to the right should be doable in 50 to 100 level resets, and you can save a lot of coins if you do it that way. So for batters, that's a little bit more reasonable. For pitchers, it's a little bit less reasonable because you want to hit either Finn or Dom, especially on legends where you're going to be aiming for 3 good skills. You're pretty much exclusively aiming for 3 good skills on legends. You may end up with something like Boss Dom or Boss Finn and a legend set, right? And you don't want to set yourself a ton of coins back trying to get a training to hit Dom and then roll Finn, right? Or roll Finn and then hit Control Master Boss Dom, right? So in this case, with these legend pitchers, I think it's a better idea to GI them first before aiming for a final train. You can, if you want, try to go for a low stamina, and then maybe you can try to get it into a position where you could hit Finn or Dom if you rolled one of those skills, if you're trying to save coins, but at the end of the day, it may be a fruitless effort. So definitely batters, you should almost always train them to 20 at silver or gold, whereas pitchers, you want to get skills first. Here I took Ryan to 20 before I GI'd him with this just stupid train. Never go for 22 stamina, in case that wasn't clear. I took him to level 20 because I'm about to film the 600 premium pack opening video, so if you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. And I'm going to want to use those premium packs for special training him. So he needs to be at level 20 to get special training, so I took him to level 20, just using, I have so many spare coins, I didn't even level reset, I just took him all the way up, right? So we're going to go ahead and GI him, but before you GI your legend, if it's a batter, train him to level 17 before you GI. Another note, before you GI, use an intermediate grade increase if it's silver. You don't want to use a grade increase on a silver card, a blue grade increase. It doesn't guarantee you taking it to diamond. You may just waste your one chance of the off season if you're using a free one, or $50 if you're using the 4 times a year one, or $100, right, if you're using the monthly GI. So make sure that they're gold before using a blue grade increase. The other thing we're going to do is we're not even going to roll skill changes on him when we take him up to the next level. With a legend, the value in them comes from 3-3-3 skills and having twice the chance to hit legend skills when they're black diamond, and they take more advantage of the legend skills. Instead of getting a +7 boost, they get a +8. So when you have a legend and you want to work them onto your squad, you want to make sure that they are black diamond and you're going for black diamond skills. Okay, that's the best use of these legend cards, is to take full advantage of them. You can roll for 3 good skills, if you do that, I'd encourage you to definitely not use greens if you're just rolling for 3 gold skills, because you'll have a chance to hit 2 of them within a fairly reasonable number of skill change tickets. But I wouldn't even use blues because every skill set you land is going to be 3-3-3, and blues should really be used to take advantage of a legend skill set or a high level skill set on like a normal sig card, right? Where you won't get 3-3-3 every time. But where you do get 3-3-3 every time, when you're rolling these skills, you should pretty much exclusively not use blue tickets. I can't really think of an exception where I wouldn't. Even if I rolled, Finn, Boss, nothing, I wouldn't use a blue ticket. Especially if you're not pay to play. If you're free to play, then you don't get a lot of those. You want to save them and make them count. So I'm really not even going to bother with skill change tickets. I'm going to go straight to premiums once I make them Black Diamond, which is going to be the next part of this video. I'm sitting currently on 193, so I'm getting really close. But with me wanting to open up these premium packs, we're going to do this grade increase first so we can start special training. So, pitcher. Here he is, Nolan Ryan. Super excited. This is awesome. He's going to be replacing Dick Hughes in my lineup. Let's get him GI'd. You can see he's already gold. I already used an IGI on him. So make sure you do that. 71 grade increase is great. I'm going to use OVR Amp on that. See if we can't get it to go to 75. But even if we can't, if we can get it to go to 73, 74, that'll be great. But we definitely want that GI as high as possible, especially before we roll skills. GI can change whether something's more distributed toward Dom or Finn. And so you want to get to a point where you're happy with the GI so you can really tailor down your Dom and Finn trainings. It doesn't matter always, but you could go for, if you have a 75 GI, you know what you need to hit an exact plus 15 on your Dom or plus 15 on your Finn. So OVR Amp ticket for Nolan Ryan. Come on, go to 75. Give me a plus 4. Nice. Woo! Starting off good. We are starting off good. Let's just take a look at these guys who are remaining at their legend pitchers, because they all have some. So, Wohi, who was the number 1 power-ranked team at the time this tournament was started. Come on. Game decided to be slow. So for his Fergie Jenkins, Control Master, Pitching Machine, Untouchable, all max level, right? So there's a Black Diamond skill, max level. Stugoats, I don't know how you say that. His team, Gaylord Perry, Fireball, Finn, Dom. Tom Seaver, Slow Starter, Finn, Inning Eater. Juan Marichal, Slow Starter, Touch, Pitching Machine, right? So you see, these top teams are making sure that their legends get these legend skill sets so they can really compete with the best, right? Here we have Gun Socks, Slow Starter, Boss, Dom. Tom Seaver, Slow Starter, Ace, Finesse. The problem with legends is their stats don't necessarily compete with, a SIG, right? But they get those 3-3-3 skills and the improved legend skills, and that's what makes them like a legend starting pitcher. That can be the best pitcher in your lineup, even if you have SIGs. Like at the end of this all, I expect Nolan Ryan to be my ace, which is how I'm going to train him, which is why I'm putting this video together. I want you guys to take care of your legends and really make them an impact part of your team, like I'm going to do with Nolan Ryan, and like these guys have for theirs, right? So if you have a chance, just go take a look through these top teams. Take a look at what their legends look like, right? Another Tom Seaver here. Control Master, Boss Mess. They are all running, or maybe 90% of them are running Black Diamond skills. Because normally, to get a Black Diamond skill on a SIG pitcher, it's a 10% chance. You have a 20% chance on your legend. So that's why I'm going to Black Diamond Nolan Ryan. before I put him in my lineup, so I can go for a legend skill set, right? And I can use greens and I can use blues to really make him the pitcher that I want to make him. So with that being said, let's jump over to making him Black Diamond. We have it, the last Black Diamond piece to take Nolan Ryan to Black Diamond. One more to go. Let's go ahead and use it. So we're taking him to Black Diamond. I haven't even rolled for any skills yet because, like I explained in the earlier part of this video, in order to take full advantage of your legend, also, that's a great animation. Look at that. In order to take full advantage of your legend, you want Black Diamond legend skills. And so that's what we're going to go for. Specifically, we're going to be using ours to hunt the 3 top ones. Slow Starter is the best, but it's pretty comparable to Control Master. After Control Master, Fireballer is the next best one, and those are the 3 I'm really going to be aiming for. You don't necessarily have to do that. I would advise you skip Bullpen Day if you roll it. It's great on a normal starter with high levels, but since you can get higher levels on Legends you always get the 3-3-3. Co-op, Fireballer, Control Master, Slow Starter are just going to be better. If you have a relief pitcher or a batter legend and you roll one of the chemistries, that's really good. You just park them on your bench. Don't touch them again. And the insight skills like pitcher and batter insight are really, really bad. And so you do not want to keep those if you get them. So all that being said, 12 premium skill change tickets. Let's see what we roll. So we're hoping for Slow Starter, Control Master, or Fireballer. That just gave us touch. We want a little bit more. Nothing there either. Also gave us touch. Put away, pitch, touch. Man, they want to give me Untouchable. Untouchable is a good skill. Not my favorite, but it's good. Finesse pitcher. Nolan Ryan doesn't really have a finesse pitcher base, but you can always train for it. Blue skill, Bullpen Day. So like I said, I'm going to roll past it. Okay. I would advise you do the same. On like a SIG starter, if you get it where you can at least get a level 3 and a level or a level 6 and a level 5 as the other skills, it can be really good. But I have a higher chance of rolling these legend skills on Nolan Ryan. So I want to go for that. Finn Boss Ace, that is a fine skill set to keep while I keep looking for legend sets. So let me go and open up a skill storage because that's a very solid skill set. Add skill storage. Thank you. What do you get? Yeah, nothing great. Okay, so now we're on the other skill storage. The other thing you'll notice is I got Finn Boss, which is really the best 2-skill combo in the game for starting pitchers or relief pitchers, and I'm still going and rolling for legend skills and not using blues. It's just not a good use of blues, right? If I wanted 3 non-legend skills, I would just use regular old skill change tickets. Touch Ace isn't very good. Nothing there is very good. And I do believe Finn Boss is better than a Bullpen Day Boss would have been, by the way. All right, what we got? 3 more of these. Let's see if we can hit anything. Nothing so far. 2 more. Another blue skill. Bullpen Day again. Look at him. We're just going to keep on rolling past it. I said I would. I'm sticking to that. No Bullpen Day for this guy. Mess pitching machine. No, that's better than that. 5 more premium skill change tickets. So let's keep it rolling. Slow starter, fireballer. I don't really want to keep co-op. You can. It's actually a pretty good skill. I have it on my Flaherty, and he's sometimes my best pitcher for the week. But the other three are better. And since I have a higher chance to roll them, that's what I want to go for. No blue there. No blue here. One more. Blue co-op. Come on, it's like hearing me talk about this. Again, co-op's good. If you end up rolling it, definitely worth keeping. I don't really want to, personally. So the reason I said I don't want to keep co-op isn't because it's not a good skill. Like, again, I have a pitcher with co-op. It's pretty good. It makes the bullpen after him better. It's just I want more out of this card. I want this card to be insane for me. And co-op will just make it really, really, really good. So, want to take it up a level. There we go. Blue Control Master. Perfect. Okay, so that's one of the ones we were looking for. We got 3 more of those. Next up, Skill Protection Change Ticket. So when you use these, you want to find a number 1 or number 2 skill before you roll for your number 3 skill. So number 1 or 2 skill would be something like Boss or Finesse. Those are really the 2 best pitching skills in the game. Last Boss or Finesse pitcher. You can also consider Dom a number 1, but only if it's on a Dom pitcher base. Trying to force Dom onto a Fin pitcher, which means you have to train, because if you don't know about the trainings, for Dom, you need Vel and Fastball 15 more than Location and Breaking Ball. If you try to force that onto a Fin pitcher, Dom isn't great. It isn't great in the first place, but at least if it's on a Dom pitcher base, you can force enough Loc on there to kind of even it out, maybe even go Location first and not get as many walks. But it just doesn't work really the other way around. And I say that having experience. And then touch also works. You can keep touch. But something like pitching machine stability or cleaning up your mess is an excellent skill, but it's only a third because it's not always active. And I want something better than cleaning up your mess on this pitcher. So I don't consider cleaning up your mess to be a second skill and one that you should keep. I keep rolling greens past it, but that's obviously I have more green ticket income, right? So if you only have 1 or 2 green tickets every so often, maybe you can keep cleaning up your mess. I just really don't love it as a second skill, right? It has to be a third. So skill protect, keep control master. Let's see what we get. Mess put away pitch, so neither of those are really worth keeping with a bunch of these to go. Again, mess would have been a fine third, but we roll to get our main skill other than our legend skill first before we switch over to blues. And the reason we do that is you just have a much higher likelihood of hitting good skills with 2 chances. Mess Dom. Okay. So we have a second skill and we have a third skill. So that is perfect. That's perfect. I may consider changing Mess in the future if I have a bunch of blues. I don't really want to roll with Mess on this guy, but it's not the end of the world, especially with Dom. Dom walks a lot of batters, as I've alluded to earlier. If you notice, if you have a Dom pitcher, just compare his walks to your other pitcher. You'll notice he has a lot of them. If I have cleaning up your mess paired with that, then it doesn't matter as much if he walks. And Control Master should also help drive down the walks. I'll have to see how it runs. It's going to be a while till blue tickets drop anyway, so I may just end up keeping it. And if I really need it down the line, end up changing that. But Control Master Dom, I'm very happy with that. So next up, we are going to go to training. So for training, again, I've just stuck this random training on him just to get him to the point where he can get special trained. We're going to go retrain him. We're going to go for either location or velocity number 1, the other one number 2, and then fastball number 3, because we need as much fastball or we need as much location as we can get while having velocity and fastball 15 more than location and break. For finesse pitcher, it's the other way around. You need as much velocity as possible, but you want location and break to be 15 more than velocity and fastball. So it's a little bit of a balancing act, but this is after special training, after gear is applied, after any in-game bonuses. Control Master won't affect my Dom bonus. It's only single skill boosts, like Power Pitcher increases velocity, Control Artist increases location, Breaking Ball Master increases break, and Lightning Pitch increases fastball. So those all affect it, but the 2 skills like Fin, Dom, Control Master, Fireballer, they don't. So the last step in making your legend great is the training on them. So once you have skills, once you have him Black Diamond and premium skill change tickets, especially on pitchers. Now, you may have already done this for your batter. Maybe you took him to level 17 with 12 or less speed or field before your grade increased him. But the last thing you want to do is training. And we've talked about what you need to get the Fin and the Dom bonus. So really for pitchers, you're looking for, unless someone like Nolan Ryan, where you can't really hit location and velocity number 1 and 2 and still get something like the Fin bonus. But if you can hit location and velocity number 1 and 2 and either get the Dom or Fin bonus, and that's what you have, it's definitely worth doing. So I finished up the training on my Nolan Ryan, and by finished, I mean I took him to level 20 in a way that works. I was debating waiting until I got this train done to put it in the video. The reason I decided against that is because I wanted to get this video out to you, but I am going to be retraining him. I got the 4 or less stamina, but I just could not get a lot of location velocity to the left side. That was 100 reset tickets. You know, sometimes it just takes a while, but I'm going to wait for another 100 and I'm going to do it again. And I know that it may not be feasible for everybody to wait around, you know, for that many tickets. In that case, a training like this is fine, you know, while you go get them. You can notice I still get the Fin bonus, right? Because I have plus 23 fastball over break. So even though I have -2 velocity from location, I'm still able to get those 1 and 2. I'm able to get location number 1 with the Dom bonus. But I'm just going to have to go back and try to squeeze out a couple more points into location velocity. Like I said in other videos, you know, 1 or 2 velocity or location, that's not going to make a huge difference on its own. But across your entire team, if you set these standards of, you know, 12 speed and field versus 15, right? You know, maybe those 3 points don't make a difference on a single batter, but when you have that on every single batter, right, now you're starting to see a lot of difference in your hitting stats. Same thing for pitching. Sure, 31 location velocity, that's fine. You know, but if I did 31 on every single pitcher versus 34, you know, I'm looking at a difference of across my starting pitchers, 15 to location velocity, 15 points of difference. Add in bullpen in there, and it's just not looking as good. Of course, it takes a while, but that's just what you have to do. I've also decided I'm going to keep this skill set for a while. I'm pretty happy with Mess Dom. I will eventually, if I just have an overabundance of blues, change it. 2 active skills is the dream for this card. But he did end last week's rank cycle as my number 1 pitcher, just like I thought he would. Just thanks to Control Master bonus, him being a legend, and getting Dom bonus, he just killed it. So I'm going to keep this, and then maybe one day I'll re-roll to try to get Cleaning Up Your Mess into Boss, but I'm going to hold off a while on that. I have other things I can use blues on in the meantime. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you out. I hope it gave you a sense of direction for what to do with your legend. And yeah, I hope that all of you go out and make your legends the best they can be. Thank you all for tuning in. Leave a comment below. I'll try to get back to it if you have any questions about this process. If you leave a like, I'd appreciate that. And if you think this is good content, drop a subscription. That'd be great. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you next Monday.